Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27, and it reads, "But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise." And what's something that this world would consider to be extremely foolish? When the men of GMS are out on the highways and the byways teaching and preaching the truth of this gospel, by the world's standard, we'll consider to be foolish. But time and time again, we confound what? The so-called wise of this world. Continuing on, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Yes, in the flesh, we may get weak sometimes. However, through the spirit, we consider to be what? Mighty men of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let me come out of this here very quickly, because I'm sure by now many of you brothers have seen this most recent upload. Well, it's not recent, it's from a few days ago, relatively recent. And it states here in the caption, "The Black Consciousness Demon." And many of us, we have Jakes like this in our families, and we work around a Jake of this magnitude or come across a Jake like this. He's wokety woke, black, ultra deep, cerebral, Nuwabian Jakes. You have to steer clear of these Negroes, man. And what we're going to witness here is a primary example of why. But there's a statement that the beloved elder made during this interaction here that also sparked this particular lesson. Listen closely, and per usual, I'll chime in momentarily.
What's up, man?
This is spiritual.
Just hold on here. Hold on.
Look at the universe. We living in the universe.
Listen to this.
Out of darkness came light.
This is First Corinthians. Listen, bro.
The Father is light.
Listen, can you listen?
The Father is light.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8.
Darkness came
For the man is not of the woman.
But you're standing on a white man's body.
For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. The woman of the man. Hold on. We just no.
But the woman wasn't written by men.
Wrong. This right here why we said we wasn't interested. Because you started bugging out. You see what I'm saying? Bugging out live and in color in front of you.
When the elder mentioned bugging out live and in color, and I'm gonna bring this show to the forefront. You might be old enough to remember this show in living color, but something I want to point out is a character on a living color that went by the name of Oswell Bates, because this is what it's like when you talk to a 5%er, when you talk to the black unconscious community. You're talking to cats of this magnitude. And per usual, YouTube, I want to utilize this short under the Fair Use Act, again, fair use, to hopefully and potentially edify the flock. Let's get right into it.
First of all, we must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. If I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract, see, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification inflicted on the incision placed within the fallopian cavities serves to be holistic, taken from the Latin word jalapeno.
And the Apostle Paul dealt with Jakes like this in the ancient world. Jakes that thought they were deep, that had some form of knowledge. But nevertheless, let's get right into it. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 14. And it reads, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." When you delve into all these other books, these other belief systems, the black woman is God, you believe in the universe, the Bible's a white man book, by default, you are serving another God, and you are spiritually dead. Let me come out of this here, right? Remember what The Apostle Paul wrote in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7, because on a level, someone may think this man is studied. This is why the scriptures tells us that they are forever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. And what's the truth? The Bible, the Holy Scriptures. You understand? Let's come from here to the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 21. And it reads, because this man knows and heard of the truth already. And it reads, for although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God, nor gave thanks to him, but their thinking became futile. It's futile to think that the black woman is God. You understand? And their foolish hearts were darkened. This man, that's why the scripture tells us, for my people are foolish, they have not known me. Okay? Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, and it reads, this is what the Apostle Paul said, because he encountered these sorts of jakes. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world. The rudiments mean basically low-level thinking. All right, this is very low to think and to believe in the universe, to believe you were reading a white man's Bible. If the white man wrote the Bible, why would it talk about his demise, his bitter end? Okay, it's foolish to think that way. Let me continue. Let me read it again from the top. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy. That's what this man was doing, philosophizing, and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. Let me come out of this. Let's go here to 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19 through 21. And it reads, for it is written, look at what the Lord is going to do when he comes. I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Niggas like this, they gotta go. Okay, the Lord is going to destroy them. Continuing on with verse 20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this age? Has not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? For since in the wisdom of God, the world through wisdom did not know God, it pleased God through the foolishness of the message preached to save those who believe. And that's why jakes of this magnitude, they get cooked when they come up to the camps, man. All right? The Lord choose something foolish to roast you niggas, to rotisserie you on both sides. You leave away with your tail tucked between your ass cheek. You know why? Because as the scripture tells us, the Lord will give us a mouth that none of your enemies will be able to circumvent. Let me come from here. Let's get a few more scriptures. This is the book. Salaki, I read that one already. I like what James stated. James stated in regarding you all's knowledge. In James chapter 3, verse 15, this is not the wisdom that comes from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. I'm going to read that again. In the New International Version, such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, and again, it is demonic. In the King James Version, it calls it devilish. Why is that? Because it's worldly wisdom. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. And this is advice to all of us. O Timothy, or I could say beloved brethren, this goes for me too as well. Guard what has been entrusted to your care. You see, out of all the Israelites in the world, the Lord gave us the truth. All right, we have this hidden treasure. Turn away from godless chatter and the opposing idea of what is falsely called knowledge. This Jake here in this video, this Jake here is cooked, man. This dude, he's out of here, man. Keep pushing, brothers. Keep believing. Keep the faith. Shalom.